with Mental Health Chats, and I'm really excited because I've got a fellow Australian today. I've got Nicole Clarke. Hello, Nicole. How are you?
Hello, Claire. I'm so excited to be here.
Oh, thank you for joining us, and tell us where you're from in Australia.
I'm in Melbourne, Australia. Not normal for palm trees, but that it is a real palm tree, just to answer the question.
Excellent. And what we're talking about today is reducing burnout so that we can boost morale so that we have a much, much happier workforce. So tell us a little bit about your experience, Nicole.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm born and bred sales. I love it. Very high pressure industry. We're all salespeople, really, anyway. I've been in recruitment website technology now for too many years, about 15 plus. I've managed teams from salespeople to marketing people and very high pressure. An American organization I worked with, I had 30 people under me, and it was an interesting experience. And today I head up co-founder of Shazami, and we have a team of 26 around the world
Wow.
who are all remote. So that has its
Wow.
challenges. But yeah, lots of experience in also, myself managing the high pressure and burnout that can come to all of us. Yeah.
Well, as you were speaking there, I was thinking you kept using the word high pressure, sales, etc. And these are the areas where we do see a lot of burnout. So, a recent Forbes study actually said that over 50% of the workforce is burnt out. And I've experienced burnout, and you're obviously in an area where there is a lot of burnout. So, can you just tell us what does burnout look like?
Wow. I mean, it can manifest in many different ways. I work with recruitment agencies across the world as well, and it's often talking to owners. They go through a lot of burnout as well. And uh, I think really when you look at it, it's like knowing your body and when you're not well, and knowing when you should address that and something's not quite right. It's similar with your people. Uh,
Mm.
there are really very easy signs there to pick up, in my opinion, if you know what to look for. A bit like our kids at school as well.
Yeah.
If they're feeling sick and they're not motivated, and you
Yeah.
can see that they're sluggish, and um, I've seen some self-doubt will creep in as well, where people, and I know I've
Mhm.
done it myself, you start questioning yourself, like, you know, can I do this? Am I
Yeah.
worthy to do this? And that self-doubt creeps in, which is a whole other show, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Um, you see that sometimes you'll get cynicism sort of creeping in.
Yes.
People
Yeah.
can be quite negative or irritable, and that they're the sort of things you really need to nip as in the bud as quickly as possible, because it can start to poison a company, as I'm
Mm.
sure you know, and people can
Yeah.
start taking longer to do normal things. So there's some of the signs I've seen. Obviously, seeing from a sales perspective, people just drop off a wall, and not achieving anymore. All of those things can be telltale signs.
Yeah. You're just bringing back memories actually for myself when I burned out, and the self-doubt was the huge one. I was very competent, I was very capable, and I just continuously doubted myself. And for me, I was continuously exhausted, both physically and mentally. And I would spend my weekends just sleeping.
Mm.
And it was really, really tough. So, what we want to do is flip that and really think about, because of that Forbes study and what you've described, why is it so important for leaders to motivate their team so they don't burn out? You've worked in some high pressure areas. So, why is it important for the leaders to be the motivating force?
Wow, it's important for the business.
Yeah.
And I guess for your people and for yourself, we're all human, and I think when you're in a high pressure role and you need to get things out the door, whatever that might be, you start to forget as that people, they're human, and that compassion, I think bringing that back into your dealing with people, if you can't get that under control and help your people's mental health be stable, your business is going to fail, because at
Yeah.
the end of the day, your business is only as good as the people you have in
Yeah.
it and who's on the bus with you. And if all the bus is poisoned, you've got a big problem on your hands, and your business is going to start having negative effects out of that. So I
Yeah.
think the other big thing when you do see these sorts of things, the burnout creeping into a company, and you don't do something about it, you can also see a big churn start to happen with your employees as well. And we all know
Yeah.
that's bad for business in a multitude of ways. It's expensive to hire people.
Yeah.
It's expensive to retrain people, and you lose
Yeah.
knowledge every time someone leaves a business. So I think there's lots of reasons you need to deal with it.
Definitely. And I'm so glad you mentioned the staff turnover, because that's my big passion in actually helping organizations to get to the root cause as to why people are leaving. And one of them might be burnout. And that's where my positive intelligence coaching really comes into force, because not only does it help boost performance, it also helps increase well-being, help with well-being, and that is key. So tell us, Nicole, you've seen so many different types of organizations. What can leaders do to help their teams with their performance as well as with their well-being? Because we need to get a balance here.
I think the biggest thing for leaders to think about is if your own mental health isn't in a
Mm.
good way, you can't possibly lead a team effectively. So I think
Mm.
it might sound selfish, but you do need to work on yourself so you can give your best self to your teams, so that they can operate and feel that they can go to you as a leader and you can help them. So, for me, communication is the key. People in the workplace need to feel comfortable and that they're not going to be vindicated because they're coming to you because they've got a problem or they need some help, whatever that might be. You need to be that buffer, um, and
Yeah.
have an open door, and listen, truly listen, and get to know your people, because as we know, different people are motivated by different things, and it's not necessarily always money. Um, it could be flexibility in a workplace. I found really positive reinforcement of people as well, recognizing when people do things well. We're once again, we're all human, and I think we
Yeah.
forget that people make mistakes, and they do stumble
Mm.
sometimes, and it's being able to help pick them up as a leader and take them on a journey, and have something great for them to look forward to in the future, not just this mundane, I'm on a wheel and
Mm.
nothing's ever going to change. There's some of the things I've seen: flexibility, autonomy in roles. Some people really thrive on that. But it's working out ways to keep people motivated and having fun. I think the other day I posted something on our group all staff company chat, and it was Paula, our operations manager, and I at an event, and we were singing a song, and much to Paula's disgust, I shared this on social, on the whole
Group chat. Yeah.
company's chat, and everyone thought it was brilliant, and I thought it was hilarious, but yeah, she didn't think so. But I think have a laugh. And how can you bring remote teams together to enjoy in each other? I think is really important.
You've said so much there, Nicole, and I wished I could capture it all. I think one of the things that has come out from what you've said is just treating people like human beings, because we're all humans. And I remember when I burnt out, it was back in the 90s, and we almost weren't allowed to show our human side. It was so corporate, 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 targets, 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 targets. So I love the fact that we are relaxing in the workforce and bringing out the human side. That's absolutely brilliant. You've been so brilliant, Nicole. I knew you would. I love being with you and working with you. You're amazing. So thank you so much. And I'm sure there's loads of people who'd love to get in contact with you. So where can people find you, Nicole?
Yeah, so we build recruitment websites. We've got cutting edge recruitment website technology, brand new. Everyone will love it. They can find me via the website, which is shazami.com. Also, Nicole Clarke with an E on LinkedIn. I'm pretty much annoying people on social all the time. So do reach out via the website. Always here to help and bounce ideas with people in the industry. And I love, love, love you and your vibe and what you bring, to people in general and motivation. So thank you, Claire.
Lovely. Thank you so much for that. That was really kind. So thank you for your time and thank you for your very wise words. And do take care, everyone.